What is going on, guys? Stiff back with some EA sponsored Madden NFL 17 tips, and today we are going to be going over how to master the running game that's implemented in Madden NFL 17. Now, quick shout out to EA for flying me down to their headquarters to capture this footage. If you guys want to win a copy of Madden 17, link to that will be in the description, so let's get right into it. Before we start running the ball, let's first go over a pre-snap method that will help you decide which direction to run the ball in. This method is called the hat count. Hat count is a method of counting the defensive players in the box and determining the number on each side of the ball. For hat count, we draw an imaginary line down the middle of the defense to separate the right side from the left side. If there's an equal or greater number of blockers to either side, then we have an offensive advantage. If a player lines up over the center, they count as 0 and don't get added to the left or right side. A middle linebacker can also be counted as 0 depending on where they are positioned. For this first example, you'll see on the right side there's 3 blockers, 2 offensive linemen, and a tight end, and matched up against 3 defenders, 2 linebackers, and a DE. You'll see there's an offensive advantage. To the left side, it's the same exact thing. There's 3 blockers and there's 3 defenders, so that makes it another offensive advantage to run to the left side. So just like I said, there's a advantage to running to both sides of the ball in this example because the amount of blockers match the same exact number of defenders on the defensive side of the ball, and it's shown right here. Let's go over the next example. For this play, notice that there are 4 defenders in the box on the left side and only 3 offensive players to block them. This means the left side is the harder side to run the ball, and on the right side there's only 3 defenders and there's 3 offensive linemen, which means there's an offensive side to run the ball to the right. So now that we went over the pre-snap method on how to determine which side to run the ball in, let's get into the ball carrier mechanics. There are 4 different mechanics: standard move, speed modifier, precision modifier, and steerable modifier. Right in these examples, we're going to be doing the basic modifiers, which are known as standard moves. We just performed a juke move by using the right analog stick and flicking it left or right. We're going to perform a stiff arm by holding A or X on PS4. We are also going to be using something called protect the ball, which is holding right bumper to decrease your chances of fumbling the ball. We are going to be forming a spin move by pressing the B button right before you're about to get tackled. Another standard move is going to be called the acceleration burst, which is holding the right trigger to get an acceleration boost to try and score and get past your opponents. We could also dive by pressing the X button to dive over your opponents and get closer to either the touchdown or the first down. And then we could also truck our defenders by pressing the right analog stick up to literally truck our defenders down and gain extra yardage. And the last one is the hurdle, and we achieve that by pressing the Y button to hurdle over our defenders to try and score. Those were the standard moves. Now let's get into the next set of moves, the precision moves. And we achieve this by holding the left trigger. The ball carrier can perform precision moves. Precision moves have a higher fumble chance, but can fake out multiple defenders. First example we're going to be doing is the precision hurdle. When the defender is in range, we're going to be holding the left trigger and then pressing the Y button, and we hurdle over 1 defender. Now we can actually do 2 because it affects 2 people with precision modifiers. Next example is going to be the precision truck. We're going to achieve this by holding the left trigger and then pushing right up on the right analog stick. It's also something to note that you could also perform precision modifiers on the juke and the spin moves. Now let's get into speed modifiers. Ball carriers can also perform speed moves by holding the right trigger. Speed moves have a low fumble chance but can only affect 1 defender at a time. The first example that we're going to be doing is the speed juke, and we're going to achieve this by holding the right trigger and pressing the right analog stick either left or right. And as you can see, we do a speed juke. Next example is going to be a speed spin, and we're going to achieve this by holding the right trigger and pressing B when the special move prompt shows to perform a speed spin move. So we're going to wait until the defender gets close to us, hold the right trigger, and then press the B button, and we're going to perform a speed spin. The last running modifier is called the Steerable modifier, and this is achieved by pressing the left and right trigger at the same time and then the desired special move button. The Steerable modifier does not use the fake out system that are in the precision and speed modifier, but does offer the most control due to the user having the ability to choose any direction they want to go in. Our favorite steerable modifier are the steerable spin, in which you are seeing in this example, and also the steerable juke move. As you can see here with the steerable spin, we were able to take the running direction from the left to the right by using this steerable spin. Now we're going to show an in-person example right here. We're literally able to take the run from the right side to the left side by using this steerable spin move. Next up is our second favorite steerable modifier move, and that's the steerable juke. As you can see, it's almost just like the spin move. You're able to take the direction of the run from one side to the next side, but it's in the form of a juke and not a spin move. Right here, we're able to take the run from the right side to the left side and actually avoid some blockers and defenders in the meantime and pick up extra yardage. We could also use the steerable juke move to change directions to hit different types of holes that may come up when running the ball. As you can see, post snap, there is a hole on the right side to run the ball, but we've already committed to running the ball to the left side. We can use the steerable juke to take our run from left to the middle of the field and hit that opening to gain an extra 5 to 10 yards. Now that is going to end our Madden 17 tip on how to master the running game with the new mechanics. Hit this with a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. Comment below if you have any questions, and check out our last Madden 17 tip video if you have not. Follow us on Twitter at Madden Daily, and my personal Twitter at OfficialStiff if you have any questions. Go to MaddenDaily.com if you want some more free Madden 17 tips, and if you want to win a free copy of Madden 17, link to that will be in the description. See you guys in the next video. Adios.